Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 25 and another part of our Toyota My Team career mode. We've got 3 races to go this season, exciting times. This one is going to be started from the back with both cars because, well, you can see, our engine wear is pretty abysmal, particularly the ICE. And obviously, once you've done that, that's a 10-place grid penalty. So I thought we might as well take a brand new engine for both cars, just to see us through these final 3 races. There's not really a lot to fight for in the championship, but I suppose if anything was to happen crazily and we ended up winning a couple of Grand Prix, we could still finish 4th. So that's the way I'm viewing it. I'm also viewing it that it kind of doesn't matter if we get back into the points. We've given ourselves the best possible chance doing it on a circuit like Las Vegas, where there's a decent number of overtaking opportunities, particularly down the straight. We've set up our car so that it is going to be very quick in a straight line. And I think other teams are struggling as well. So we are going to get straight into qualifying, and we're going to see how far up the grid we can qualify, and therefore hopefully not have to start right at the very back.
Stand by to see cars at more than 210 miles an hour blasting their way down the strip. F1 has taken over. It's F1 Fever, Las Vegas.
Well, here we come up to the line in Q1 then, and it's P4. It's very nice indeed. We'll certainly settle for that. Definitely feeling some understeer in the corners, which would happen if you've set up for straight line speed on race day. We'll see how it goes. I'm only going to do 1 lap in each session, probably on scrub tyres as well, to try and keep as many tyres back for the race as we can. Looks like Franco Colapinto may well go out in Q1 anyway, so he will definitely be starting at the back. A bit of a poor effort from him there, you have to say. Down in 18th position. That's not fantastic at all, but let's see how we get on in Q2. I'm coming over the line in Q2. That puts us P10 for now. Puts us ahead of Hulkenberg and Doohan, for instance. But, yeah, just too much understeer, I'm afraid, through some of the corners. So, yeah, I'm not going to bother coming out again. We will leave it there for this session if we don't make it through, which is a decent possibility. Norris has got to set a better time, so I imagine we will be out, but let's have a little look. No, we are through in P10. No, that's a big surprise. Norris didn't improve. He's out of qualifying. So, top 10 shootout. I don't think we're in any way fast enough to get to pole, but we might add a little bit of front wing, just see if that improves the understeer at all. Well, unfortunately, our track time was deleted, or lap time was deleted due to track extension, and we don't have enough time to head back out there. So that is going to be that for this session. P10, George Russell on pole position, so Mercedes looking in really good form. The 2 Ferraris well up there as well. Verstappen and Tsunoda quite evenly matched. The 2 Williams in the top 10, so very exciting to see. But of course, we will be starting from the back. Should be ahead of our teammate Colapinto. And, of course, anybody else that we've out-qualified that also has the same level of penalty for taking a brand new engine. So let's see where we start for this Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Welcome along to Las Vegas. It's Viva Las Vegas tonight. I can't wait to see what this place has in store for F1 tonight. Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas, 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Piastri, Sainz, Alex Albon, and Tsunoda, Gasly, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Verstappen, Hadjar, Lance Stroll, Doohan, Norris, Lawson, Ollie Behrman, and Esteban Ocon, Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, O'Sullivan, and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Quitting while you're ahead, not spending too much on the slot machines and trying to get some decent sleep. That's my main 3 challenges here in Las Vegas, but what about the drivers?
Yeah, speaking about the on-track challenges, Crofty, enough about you and your challenge over the weekend. This track, you're on Monza downforce, don't forget. So every corner that comes your way, you've got way less grip than you're accustomed to in a Formula One car. So you've got to tread carefully, particularly around the higher speed content on the circuits.
Okay, right. Well, we are ready to rock and roll here.
Far back on the grid, but you've got to keep that under control. Keep a cool head and work your way through the field gradually as you go. It's not all going to be won or lost at the first corner.
So, I mean, we do have soft tyres as well available. We could, well, you know, start on those soft tyres. Move on to the hards, but I think the mediums are going to be pretty good here. I think if we can come in maybe lap 8, lap 10, possibly, that will give us a decent window to push hard. I mean, could we see what this can do? If we go for some soft tyres at the end there, I mean, run them a little bit longer. I'm just seeing what is possible here. You know, that doesn't look too bad, does it? You know, so if the hard tyres are not working very well, we can come in after about 9 laps, stick on some soft tyres for the end, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to stick in 2 extra laps of fuel, and we are going to get ourselves straight into the action here. We're starting in 21st. Virtually everybody on the grid has a penalty. It just seems like we're the only 2 cars that have taken a full suite of new engine parts. Obviously starts on a curve here in Las Vegas. I'm not entirely sure I've ever started this far back in Las Vegas. I can't really remember previous years. I certainly don't remember starting on that bend there. But I'm intrigued to see what sort of strategies everybody's gone for. Albon is on the softs once again, everybody else on the mediums. So I guess we're quite open really to strategies here. Got a brand new set of hards, of course, 2 new sets of hards, 2 new sets of soft tyres as well. So, very exciting.
Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now.
But yeah, we're going to have to try and carve our way through the field if we have any desire of getting some points today. But yeah, I really love how, well, certainly this year, you can really hear the music coming from the sphere when you pass here. It's all directional as well. Obviously, I'm wearing headphones while playing this, but it's quite deafening how loud it is. You know, you can hear it over the car noises. Maybe you guys would be able to hear it if you had headphones in as well. Hulkenberg past there. Obviously, Bortoletto has grew into himself a little bit in the second half of this season, just as he has done in real life. You know, out qualifying Hulkenberg reasonably regularly. Obviously, Hulkenberg joining us next year. Looking forward to controlling my favourite driver in the sport, Nico Hulkenberg, and seeing if we can get him his first victory in Formula One. That would be amazing. And I do think that next season, you know, we've spent a lot of time in this second half of the season adapting our parts for the regulations next year. So not a lot of our car has been taken off. Now, what that has done has meant that we haven't been developing the car over the last few races. So that's probably why we've seen a bit of a drop-off in performance relative to the front runners. You know, we're pretty good at the start of races, but can't seem to keep that up for long periods. But yeah, this is interesting, isn't it? Trying to park up. That's not bad. And here we go then. We are ready for the lights here in Las Vegas. It's lights out. Away we go for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. It's a decent start off the grid, but Hulkenberg, goodness me, came right up to us there, defending that inside line, and we're just sort of looking after the car through this first section of corners. We are ahead of Nico. Little bit of overtake gets us past Bortoletto, and there goes Ollie Behrman. He's now looking very, very defensive as we head towards turn 4. But it's a decent start to this Grand Prix, made up a couple of positions, but the concertina effect is in full force here, so you know, you need to be careful. Loud music again as we pass the sphere for the first time in this race. Little bit of ERS out of that corner. Just sort of backed out of it there. We know that we've got good straight line speed, so this should be where we make up a decent amount of time. We're using our ERS to desperately try and stay close to Liam Lawson. It's not quite happening for us at the moment. You can see we're hitting the rev limit, and actually because of the slipstream effect, everybody is having that same benefit of the straight line speed. That's oh, Bortoletto making a move, and he's hit our underbody there, and that could cause us issues throughout this race. And now we go down the inside. This is risky on Hadja, on Lawson, sorry. We are through. It is all about being cautious through these corners, but look at that little bit of extra front wing has really helped through that corner. Less understeer than what we did have. DRS, of course, active at this early stage, but the barriers are so close, you know, you need to make sure that you're not going too wide. So we need to give ourselves a decent entry into the next corner. If we can be glued to a gearbox, that will help. But yeah, just sort of taking it easy through these corners, because the AI are a bit crazy at times. Wow, Stroll nearly went into the wall there. Have DRS here, and they're going to be 3 wide up ahead. You've got Stroll, Behrman and Hadja fighting it out. Oh, I think we're okay. But now, yeah, out of the final corner, very good exit, and now we are past Lance Stroll. That's a good move. Could have a chance on Hadja as well.
That brings you up a place.
So we head down the inside, and we are through up to 16. So a decent start here for us. It's a pity we've got that little bit of damage. That's possibly gonna affect us throughout this race. Got a chance on Behrman now. Nicely on the brakes and through. That's a good move. And now up to P15 after the opening few laps, and for the first time, a little bit of clear air in this race as we're chasing after Esteban Ocon. Oh, look at this for a chance on Esteban Ocon. He goes to the inside. We stick to the outside. Little bit of contact on the way through, but we're okay. And we are through. A little bit of VRS on the exit there, and that is very nice. Up to 14th position, not too far away from some points here.
And gap to the car in front.
Chance on Jack doing here. Is he going to force us towards that wall? Oh, he left us just enough room, and we are through. That's nice. So up to P13 now. So I'm trying to get onto the back of this DRS train into the points.
No tyre concerns at the moment.
Jack doing here. We are going to take that inside line. We're going to give him space. He is trying around the outside, but no luck there. But Alonso and Gasly, they are fighting it out here. Tooth and nail. And we are now within their DRS, which is fantastic. Whoa, that was a big move. Broke very, very early, and well, there you go. Alonso has made contact with us. So, got a bit more damage to the car now, which is a shame. As we are flying out there. But hopefully it won't make too much difference. It's not too many high-speed corners around here, so should hopefully be alright. Oh, got a great slipstream here on Pierre Gasly. DRS is open now, and he goes to the inside. We've got the outside line, and we are through. Oh, wow, nearly ended up hitting those curbs into the wall.
Good work. Great pass.
So we're through on Pierre now, and racing after the two Williams cars. Albon in. I'll see he started on the soft tyres, so he's on a two-stopper out there. Carlos Sainz coming in. Some of the guys are coming in now. Lap 8. I think they're on two-stop strategies.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
It might be that they've got two medium tyres to choose from. Yeah, Russell out ahead of us. Obviously, he started on pole. But what's really cool is that Colapinto has sort of followed us through the field. He's only 4 seconds behind, so it shows that we've made a great decision with how we've set up the car and given us the sort of fresh engine feel here. I think that's was really important, and yeah, as long as we can keep this sort of pace up, then we're going to be in a good place from the end of the race. Colapinto is now the car behind us, so yeah, well played so far. Obviously, we've got a little bit of damage. That's going to affect our pace just a touch.
The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
We can see how much the new tyres have helped out George Russell. Already 2.5 seconds ahead of us. So, yeah, got to persevere one more lap on these mediums, because we want to come through the pits one less time than these guys. And that will give us a little bit of a reprieve towards the end of the race.
Okay, the pit
we're
window's
coming in
open,
this lap.
so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
So that means Colapinto is going to be coming in the lap after as well. So he's going to be in a little bit of trouble on his tyre wear, but That's okay. Okay, here we come then into the pits. And we're in. Nicely down to speed. Colapinto, of course, continues on. Here we come then. Let's hope for a nice smooth pit stop.
We had an issue removing the right front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us now.
Lost a couple of seconds there, so that's not what we wanted at all.
The race on this compound.
Obviously, quite cold tyres, but not bad there. So we're out ahead of the two Kicksauber cars. I'm presuming the rest of these guys haven't been into the pits yet. But they are just going a little bit longer on that medium tyre run. Which is absolutely fine.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake, use overtake.
It's amazing that we've pretty much got a pit stop on these guys, isn't it? That's unreal. Look at this. Look how much we are gaining on Lawson here. We are going to have DRS as well. Going to use a little bit of overtake just to assist. Here we go. Lawson goes to the inside. We've got the outside. And we take our time around that outside and we are through. So, yep, here come the other guys into the pits now. Obviously, Colapinto is in this lap. We lost 2 seconds in the pits, so will he be able to come out ahead of us? No, he won't, so... But he has gained a bit of time on us. So he's going to have to make his way past Lawson as well.
Still looking good.
But yeah, brand new tyres just gives us a little bit more grip and traction through the corners, and should be able to get past Behrman quite easily here. Now it is worth staying behind because you want to have that DRS. So here we go. This should be a fairly easy move on Behrman. Well, the Haas cars clearly have decent straight line speed. DRS is open now. And there we go. To that right hand side, and yeah, beautifully done. Well, we have nicely caught up to Carlos Sainz here. This is very nice. Oh wow, Sainz sort of wheel spinning into the wall there. Bit of a tank slapper. Now we've also got Alex Albon not too far in front either, so this is a great opportunity to get higher up into the points here. Now we need to be a little bit careful. So a little bit of overtake out of the corner just to get us into that lovely little slipstream window, and you can see we're already gaining on Sainz, already gaining. DRS is open now. This should be an easy chance on Carlos Sainz, and we are through on the smooth operator. And now his teammate Alex Albon, who of course is on the 2-stop strategy, is just in front. In fact, Alex Albon is coming into the pits now, so that's actually helped out his teammate, if anything, because now
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car
Gonna have
ahead
to
by.
deal with
2.2 seconds.
him in the DRS range. I don't think we've got the pace to catch Lando Norris, but we might do. We might do, and, well, we've already got out of the 1 second window of Carlos Sainz. That's pretty fantastic, to be honest. But he's on the medium tyres, so surely he's coming into the pits again as well. Norris pitted after us, so he's only on the 1 stopper. So very good corner through the sphere there. So losing a little bit of time to both the car in front and the car behind. But you can see how much pace we've got because we've just pulled away from our teammate Colapinto as well. He was, of course, about 3 seconds behind us when he came out of the pits. Now 5.3, so, you know, we made up a good 3 seconds, so half a second a lap is what we're making up to Colapinto, but this looks good anyway.
Mate behind.
Oh, safety car.
0 seconds. Safety
Wow.
car, safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Well, that is interesting, isn't it? Good. Red flag. Okay. Red flag. So we are P9.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again.
I'm not
The safety
entirely
car
sure what's happened here. Can we see the instant replay? It doesn't look like
is
it.
in this lap. When
So yeah. Well, there you go. Red flag is out. Always a
we've
risk
done all right
here.
so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
I mean, we've got some brand new soft tyres. I think that has got to be the way that we go here. Brand new soft tyres. That sounds good. Let's get straight back into the action then.
Like deja vu here, but there's a good opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on.
Lights out, away we go then. Once again, for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Straight away we head down the inside. A little bit of contact with Max Verstappen there. Having to take it a little bit slowly. And well, Norris manages to make it through, so...
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now.
What a start here. And that's Lewis Hamilton. With a lot of straight line speed there. Oh, we nearly went into the wall. Wow. Oh, P9 at the moment, but feels like we could just be heading backwards here. This is really not good. What it has done is given some people a free pit stop.
Okay to use your overtake button.
Obviously, we have that as well. For some reason, we were non-mode there. I'm glad we've found that out just before this long straight. No wonder Lewis Hamilton was able to push past us so easily. But now back to full racing speed. We've got Colapinto right in our gearbox. Of course, he's got brand new soft tyres as well. So this is working out quite well. We're giving him a tow along here. Luckily, no DRS, so he wasn't able to get past, but still P9. Now, let's have a little look at the race director. What actually happened? I don't know. It looks like everybody is still racing, so I'm guessing somebody just spun and maybe it caused a bit of a traffic jam, if you like. Yeah, not entirely sure.
The stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
What's going on, but should be able to hopefully chase after these guys now. DRS open. Let's get back into the rhythm of this race. We were very much, you know, just going through the motions, if you like. But 5 laps to go. In theory, we should have more pace. But Doesn't always work out like that. Colapinto is absolutely flying behind. Do we need to let him through here? I'm not certain that that's the right answer either, but a little bit of overtake on the exit there. Lewis Hamilton following Norris very closely. DRS open, but there goes Colapinto. And yeah, it's as if our car's had a handicap put on it. It's really strange. Colapinto side by side, he is through. But yeah, we can't seem to find that same pace that we had before. I mean, we were closing in on Norris before. We go down the inside now on our teammate Colapinto. That's a good move. DRS open once again. I mean, maybe it's just that every car was in management mode, and yeah, it's just transpired that we're now all pushing flat out, and everybody else's pace is better than our pace in that scenario, but I find that fairly unlikely. But Colapinto, as I say, he is absolutely flying. Now, Norris trying to get revenge on Lewis here. This time we're a lot closer to them than Colapinto is to us, and that'll give us a little speed boost down the straight. While these two side by side. Norris almost lost it there. We are right in his gearbox. Little bit of overtake. Colapinto's right behind as well. Is he going to follow us through?
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
He's got that inside line. It's going to be very close with those two. But we're now up to P8 and we're chasing after Lewis Hamilton. DRS open. And this is good stuff. 3 laps to go, of course. DRS open, but we're still about 0.8 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton. We got yellow flags here. Is it Antonelli? I think it is. It's Antonelli. Antonelli is out of the race.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
We had to be fairly cautious there to make sure we didn't run into the back of him. That probably would have been a safety car if we weren't just 2 laps from the end. It allows us to keep racing, which could be a blessing or very much a curse. But we're still just behind Lewis Hamilton here. Find our rhythm again. We could well get P6 here, which would be an amazing achievement from P21 on the grid. So, final lap of this race.
Final lap of the race.
And we are just behind Lewis Hamilton here. Now, are we able to get past him? That's the question. We need to stay nice and close through this next section. We are going to head down into recharge mode as well to give us as much ERS as we can into that last straight. Oh, well, we nearly lost it there, didn't we? Goodness me, we nearly lost it. This is pretty good. I mean, this is the closest we've been to Lewis. this part of the lap. We're right behind him now. Using ERS to stay nice and close. Not really closing in on him though, as I said before. He's got great straight line speed. DRS is open. Going to use the rest of our overtake. And it's going to have to be a pass across the finish line if we are to do it. ERS is on. Charles Leclerc has won here in Las Vegas. We run out of energy. We're going to finish in P7. That's a really good result from where we started. Norris just behind in P8. I think Colapinto got P10 in the end. We get driver of the day. That was a really awesome Grand Prix from start to finish. Where could we have finished without the damage?
To the checkered flag, it's King Charles today. He wins.
To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. And that is a fabulous win. And the top step of the podium for Charles Leclerc.
Absolutely brilliant from Charles Leclerc. The 2 Red Bulls following him home in second and in third. But Charles Leclerc, he is the victor here in Las Vegas.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Well, that was awesome, wasn't it? I mean, George Russell was absolutely dominating before the red flag, so a shame for him. But Charles Leclerc, he wins it in the end from Max Verstappen in second. Yuki Tsunoda finishes third, ahead of Piastri in fourth. Russell fifth, with Hamilton P6. We finished just behind him in P7, with Norris in 8th, Gasly an excellent 9th, and Colapinto rounded out the top 10. Williams didn't score a point, which is a real shame for them, because their pace was very good all weekend, and the red flag sort of ruined their strategy. But yeah, we increase our lead over Colapinto in the championship. Constructors-wise, Mercedes are pretty much guaranteed now to finish in 4th, so we are secured in 5th. That is the way it is. We can't do anything to change that. That's absolutely fine. Max Verstappen, meanwhile, 514 points. He has absolutely dominated this season, hasn't he? Hamilton and Leclerc fighting it out for 4th with George Russell and Oscar Piastri. That's an exciting battle for the end of the season. Looks like Norris is going to be runner-up for the 2nd year in a row, and Yuki Tsunoda is possibly going to finish, well, should finish in 3rd. I suppose it depends how the likes of Leclerc and Hamilton get on in the last few races. We are probably going to finish in 8th, certainly 8th and 9th, you would think. Kimi Antonelli could well have something to say about that. Probably would have made a lot of points on us today had he finished. So, 2 races to go then. Obviously, we've got Qatar coming up next. There is always a sprint race in Qatar. A little bit of repair work done there, which is a shame. The fans should be reasonably happy. There you go. Fan sentiment goes up for possibly the first time this season. And yeah, so there's going to be the sprint race in Qatar, always a track that I enjoy driving. Will be interesting to see how this car gets on. It's quite skittish in the high-speed corners, so might not be a track that we are particularly good at. We're a bit better at the point and squirt.
It seems one of the parts we were developing has failed. We'll need to head back to the development area and try again.
Point and squirt circuits. Let's have a little look then. Research-wise, I think we're okay. Yeah, it's suggesting doing a lot of work on the reliability of the car. I think that's a decent idea. Getting ready for next season. Development-wise, he said something's failed. I don't believe that's... Oh, no, it has. Okay. Yeah, we've still got quite a lot of this stuff to sort out, haven't we? Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. But you can see, you know, we've pretty much adapted all of the parts now, which is absolutely fine. That's what we wanted to do going forward into next season. We've been upgrading the facilities as well and getting them all into decent areas for next year. Overtime support. Oh yes, that's good. Nice. Corporate stuff. Well, this looks pretty good. I mean, that I don't really care about all of this side of things, if I'm entirely honest with you. It does just sort of get in the way, but you know, it's fine. A couple of you have been asking about the finances of the team. We're in pretty good shape, actually. You know, we've got 10 million. We've made a decent amount of profit this season. We have made 145 million compared to 134 million going out. So a 10 million profit so far. We've been hovering around that 10 million mark. Now, I suppose more worryingly is that that's gone down of late, but we're nowhere near the cost cap. It's looking very good, really. But yeah, we'll see how it all goes. We'll advance on towards the Qatar Grand Prix. We'll see if all of that has come through. I think it possibly has.
It does seem like our rivals got the better of us out there,
which is
nice.
nice.
See this as motivation for next time.
Let's have a little look. Development-wise, yes, all that chassis stuff has worked now, and it looks like the failure analysis has worked, so we can now do a dual development of those reliabilities parts. All of that should come through before the end of the season, and then we're ready to rock and roll. I mean, if you have a little look at the progress, you can see we are currently in sort of fifth place. Mercedes are leading the way ahead of Red Bull, and then Ferrari and McLaren are just behind them. We're sort of in that no man's land of fifth, well ahead of Williams in terms of pace, but not really ahead of anybody else. You know, we're not battling with anybody necessarily, but we've been pretty consistent in the points. Most races this season, you know, at least one of the cars have been in the points. One of the exceptions to that was Baku. Another exception to that was all the way back in China. But every other race, we've had at least one car in the points, and I think that's a really good sign going forward, because we're going to get Nico Hülkenberg and George Russell coming into the team next season. So that's really exciting. So anyway, that's where we're going to leave it all for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.